Darren Tuttle here for Ferguson Roof Systems. For 43 years, Ferguson Roof Systems has been protecting Oklahoma's homes and businesses with quality roofing services. Their goal was to be the most honest and dependable roofing company in the state, all while providing free services such as lifetime labor warranty and annual inspections. Well, mission accomplished with thousands of client testimonials, an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and a 5-star rating on Google. Look, the weather gives you enough to worry about, so why worry about who to trust with your roof? Call Ferguson Roof Systems today or find out more at fergusonroofsystems.com.
Hey everyone, Meteorologist Darren Tuttle. It is about 1 o'clock here on a Saturday. I thought I'd give you a brief update what you can expect for the rest of your weekend. Because I know a lot of you guys some outdoor activities and you've heard the fact that we're going to get a little bit of rain around here. So we're going to time out the latest on when it's going to arrive, how much you're going to see, on all that and more. So thanks for joining me. Make sure you like and share this video and tell your friends and family about AT's weather. So that way they can get up to date with the latest information. Okay, so out there currently, we do have obviously some clouds around. Temperature's a little bit on the warm side, a little sticky out there. I've got 92 degrees here in my backyard, but at least those clouds are starting to build, and that is a sign of some things to come. And the winds are kind of on a light south-southwesterly direction currently in my location. If we do look elsewhere across the state, so we've got lots of 80s and 90s across Oklahoma currently. And the little echoes you see here on the radar, that's indicating of some cloud cover here across southwest Oklahoma, some high base moisture. Up here in northern Oklahoma, this is actually some light rainfall that has fallen up around just west of Bartlesville and Osage County, up around Ponca City. So a little bit of drops in the rainfall bucket up there, but there is more to come. This is just the beginning of what we should see, which is a nice welcome change around our state. So I hope you guys are excited about that, as I am. You can see rainfall amounts up there, just a skiff. I mean, not much to even measure up there. We're talking just a few hundredths to maybe up to about a tenth, and that's it. Okay, well, the good news is we don't have any of those nasty, advisories like the hazards out there as far as like a significant heat warning or heat advisory, so that's good. Although it is still a little toasty. We've got 91 degrees in many areas here in central Oklahoma. The rain-cooled area up here across northern Oklahoma is in the 70s and 80s. How about that? That's not too shabby. Panhandle also a little bit cooler as well. But when you factor in the humidity, it does feel a little bit more on the hot side. So you're sweating a little bit more to the oldies out here across Tulsa in the upper 90s and down to southern Oklahoma, right around the southwest of the Ardmore area, Love County, about 103 degrees is what it feels like when you factor in the humidity. Winds, unfortunately, are not much help with that regard. They're basically kind of a southerly vector, anywhere from a light, gentle breeze to about as much as, say, 10 miles per hour. Occasionally, you're going to get a little gust up here to 15 in some of these little spots, and hopefully we'll see a few more gusts as we go throughout the day into tomorrow. Now, the drought has, of course, built, so we're going to need the rain, and the good news is, believe it or not, the majority of the rain that we're going to see is going to be situated right where you see the red on the map, in meaning not on the northern parts of Oklahoma, but on the southern parts of Oklahoma. So, and the good news is what I'm trying to tell you is at least the rainfall that we're going to get that's going to come down in buckets is going to be over the area that is needed the most. So I can't really complain. So roughly I-40 corridor and points to the south with the heavier amounts definitely down into this region. So that's welcome sight as far as the drought is concerned. Of course, I wish we could all get beneficial rainfall. It's not always going to happen in our favor. Now, if you look at the jet stream pattern, I want to show you the big picture here of how things are evolving. This right here is your story. This is what tells the tale. So we have a little area of low pressure here, here. Let's see, where we got a high? We got a high out here, and there's a little high, baby high right here. Now, what happens is you get the air that'll flow clockwise around a high. Okay, so that kind of moves in this direction. And you get air that flows counterclockwise around a low, right? Kind of goes in that direction. So what we're focused on, this area right here. So this is our area of interest. This is the upper level energy that's going to be moving through out of New Mexico into Oklahoma and North Texas. And that is what's going to help to generate the rainfall. So as I put this in motion and I play it forward, see those brighter colors, how they kind of just move eastward into Oklahoma and into Texas as we head into Sunday. So that is our big rainmaker. It's not a long-lived system. It's a short-lived system. So by Monday morning, it's pretty much wrapping up We do have some residual energy in the atmosphere on Monday. You see some of those little colors kind of anchoring around. So in those cases, you can get kind of an isolated or stray shower or storm. But by far and large, the big bulk of the rainfall will be ending by then. We can look down a few layers of the atmosphere. We'll look at the vertical velocities in the mid-levels. And this is good for timing out when the rain is going to be the heaviest, okay? So let's go ahead and zip on through time. So we'll show you here this afternoon and evening, we start to see these little red colors showing up. That means the clouds have thickened up to where we might even get us some sprinkle activity, right? Some very, very light rainfall. But the kicker here is we head into the overnight period. So as we head into daybreak tomorrow, we're looking at southwest Oklahoma, some little pockets here in central Oklahoma, and you can see how the stronger colors are anchored along the Red River. That means that's where you're going to have your heaviest precipitation, your convective nature, big raindrops, big buckets. You do see this little batch of red here that moves its way into central Oklahoma, into the Oklahoma City metro area. That means by lunchtime, we should have some decent rainfall coming down. That extends on down southward again into Texas along the I-35 corridor, all the way into Dallas-Fort Worth. They desperately need it down there as well. And you can see again most of the colors kind of anchored as we go through time into Monday morning across North Texas, Northeast Texas, southwestern Arkansas, and kind of wrapping up here in Oklahoma. So that's how you can time the event as far as anything significant, okay? So here's how the models will kind of break that down for you into the rainfall itself. So we head into this evening, like I mentioned, there's some sprinkles and light showers showing up here at 7 o'clock. So in the evening hours, kind of have a little first tease of around, but stuff really doesn't get going. This is overnight. This is 11 to midnight. Still some really light stuff out there. This won't amount to a whole lot. But 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, as that new energy comes in from the south and west, you start to see these little yellow areas pop up. That indicates heavier rounds of rainfall, so some stronger precipitation. All right, let's go to 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Rain to beat the band in southwest Oklahoma and along the Red River on into the Texas Panhandle. But you do see some rainfall here in central Oklahoma, including the metro. That continues to move off to the east as we head into lunchtime. See those heavier rounds moving through Oklahoma City metro area and points down south and west toward Lawton and Elk City and back into the Panhandle of Texas again. By the afternoon, those heavier raindrops still progressing slowly to the south and east. So as you can see, I-40 is kind of the cutoff line for anything significant. The more north you go that boundary, the less and less rainfall you're going to get in a quick gradient. In other words, from feast to famine, real fast. So, I wish I had better news, but it is what it is. But anyway, you can see into the overnight period on Sunday night and Monday morning, all the rainfall continues down there into southern Oklahoma and into North Texas. So I know Dallas-Fort Worth, those guys in the Metroplex area of northern Texas are going to love this. Okay, so how much rain we get out of this? So let's just look at different models to kind of give you an idea of what they're thinking. And they're going to range all over the place. So this is the American model. It's got anywhere from a ½ inch to as much as 3 inches of rainfall. Not too far from Oklahoma City Metro. Matter of fact, it likes Norman right around 2 inches or so. We go to the high-resolution HER model. You get some pockets of some decent stuff around 2 inches along I-40, even some stretching up toward Tulsa. Not much, of course, in northern or northwestern Oklahoma. And we're kind of on the dividing line here in the metro with heavier stuff, kind of pockets, but most of the really good stuff, it keeps it down to Texas. I don't like this model. I just don't like it. I like this. Better look with it, with more significant rainfall here across the body of Oklahoma. There's a lot. There's 5 inches of rainfall. Now, you can get some brief flash flooding. Keep that in mind, even in a drought situation. But look at the hard gradient. Look at that fine line as you go from Oklahoma City on the south side to the north side. You go from south to north, and it just dries up real fast. And that's no bueno. Of course, out here in northwest Oklahoma, not much. Again, not a whole lot up here expected across the northern half of the state. So hopefully, like I said, we'll get a nice welcome change for some of you. Now, we do look down south here on this other model. It also likes the idea of a lot of 2 to 3 inches of rainfall areas. More widespread, so that's good. You can root for that one. Here's another model here, which actually loves northeast Texas, rather. It's almost got a foot of rain in northeastern. That's probably overdone. This isn't exactly a great convective model, but interesting to see on the output. Now, if you blend everything together, you smooth it all out, get a good general average, this is what we're looking at. So 1 to 3 inches of rainfall here, 1.3 inches of rainfall, rather, here in Oklahoma City, with the gradient increasing down south into around 2 to almost 3 inches once you get down here into parts of southwest Oklahoma and into the Texas region. So that's some good news, but across the northern, northeastern parts of Oklahoma, not that much. So this is a decent blend. It might be a little on the high side, but it's a good look. Compared to the other data that I saw, if you were to blend all those together, it's not a bad forecast, all right? Temperatures. Well, today, It's not 100, but it may feel like it. So we're going to be in the mid to upper 90s across many areas of the state. Unfortunately, we can't give you all good news here. AT's weather. I try to give you as much as I can. But how about Sunday? Look at that. 70s. It's even some 60s. And yes, a few 80s where you don't get the raindrops. So Bartlesville, you might be getting into those sticky upper 80s. So we'll flip it. You're cooler today, but you're going to be hotter tomorrow. Whereas the rest of the state here is going to be in the rain-cooled and cloud-cooled 70s. So that's the good news I have also for you on your Sunday. So here's a look at your temperatures over the next few days. Daytime highs will be into the more seasonable range of upper 80s to maybe low 90s off and on through the end of August. So this is not a bad way to end our summer month of August. So, I mean, not bad at all. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. Some of those nights have that little cool feeling to the air. It's almost like, it's not quite fall, but it has not quite a chill, but there's something there. You can feel it. You can taste it. So that's the good news I've got for you as well. And I'll detail another weather blog for you tomorrow to post that you can share that with your friends and family, but also share this video as well on your Facebook feeds, YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for joining on this quick lunchtime live update here for your Saturday. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, enjoy the rain while we have it and the cloud cover and the cooler temperatures coming in our way tomorrow. All right, we'll talk again soon. Take care.